Okay, so today we're diving deep into something, well, let's be honest, kind of fundamental,
Mm,
but super important,
yeah.
respect. Like really respecting others.
Respect for everyone.
Exactly. And we're taking inspiration from this piece called,
Respect for all.
yeah, Respect for All.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a chance to look at it?
I have. It's really thought-provoking.
It is.
It really
It
is.
kind of flips the script on how we usually think about respect.
Definitely. Like challenging our assumptions.
Yeah. Instead of respect being something you earn,
Right.
like through your achievements or your job title or
And
whatever.
more like the starting point.
Yeah, like the default setting for how we treat everyone,
Right.
respect for all, it makes a really strong case for that.
Absolutely. And what I find really interesting is how it connects this, seemingly simple idea
Yeah.
to these larger societal benefits.
Like creating a more positive society,
Yeah.
a more just society.
Exactly.
It really emphasizes that.
It does.
But how does that work? How does just respecting everyone lead to these, like, big picture changes?
Well, think about it. When we approach every interaction, no matter who we're dealing with this underlying assumption of respect,
Mm-hmm.
we start to break down those social hierarchies that often dictate how we treat each other.
It's not about just being polite then, right?
No, it's deeper than that.
It's more about challenging those deep-seated biases.
Right, the ones that tell us some people are more deserving of respect than others.
Yeah, exactly.
And the author actually brings up some really interesting research on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was this one study where people were more likely to help someone who was well-dressed,
Great.
even if the situation was exactly the same.
Interesting.
And it really highlights how our unconscious biases can influence our actions.
Wow. So how do we break free from that? Is it just about being more aware of it?
I mean, awareness is definitely important, but the piece goes a step further and suggests that we actively challenge those automatic judgments. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that just pop into our minds.
Mm.
It's about retraining ourselves to see the person, not the label.
The person, not the label. I like that.
Yeah, I mean...
It makes me think about a time, it was a while ago, I was at the hospital for an appointment,
Mhm.
and I was so focused on getting there on time, I was kind of stressed about it.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And I remember passing a janitor in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I barely even acknowledged him,
Mm.
just a quick glance, and I kept going.
Happens to the best of us.
I know, but looking back, I realize if I had just paused for a second and treated him with the same respect and attention that I might give to, say, a doctor,
Right.
wouldn't that have created a more positive experience for both of us?
Absolutely. Small interactions like that can have a huge impact,
It's like those ripple effects we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. And imagine that happening countless times throughout the day.
Yeah,
All those little acts of respect adding up.
it really could change things, couldn't it?
I think so.
So the main takeaway here is that respect shouldn't be this selective thing.
Right.
It's not a reward. It's not a prize.
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice we make, a way of approaching the world.
It might feel challenging sometimes, to really embody that consistently.
Sure.
But the impact it could have on ourselves and the people around us, that's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. It makes you think, if we all really committed to this kind of radical respect, how would that transform our lives?
And the world around us.
Yeah, something to think about, for sure.
It is.